Hundreds of families around Chattanooga are scrambling for a new daycare after a state investigation and a rent dispute causes it to close down. Good evening, I'm Josh Rowe.
And I'm Latricia Thomas. This is Candy Castle Daycare in Chattanooga. The investigation centers around complaints by the state. And as Kylie Thomas tells us now, there's also a dispute about money involved. Kylie.
Well, the daycare owner says that the church needed him to pay $40,000 in rent, but according to the pastor here, that's not the case. They say they are shutting down because of their financial status and not following child care laws. Children in Chattanooga have been walking through these doors for 44 years, but that's about to change.
It's real tough when you see people hurting. You see our parents who are hurting.
Gerald Mason, the daycare's director, says Hope City Church wanted $40,000 to keep renting them the space. Mason says he can't afford what he owes.
I'm going out because I got no choice. I can't find another facility in a short notice.
But the church says the facility is closing because the daycare has a long history of violations. According to the Tennessee Department of Human Services, a Candy Castle employee hit a child with a ruler. They confirmed the incident during a visit this past January.
I can't say any more about it. I let her go because it was inappropriate.
Mason says the state put the daycare on probation on January 16th and lowered the number of children allowed. That cut their funding by $10,000 a month. The church says they tried to work with Mason, but he still owes more than $40,000.
We weren't pocketing it at all. You know, we even were ready to, I can show you the letter, we're ready to compromise.
Despite the two groups at odds, now hundreds of families are scrambling to figure out who can care for their kids. Now, according to court records, there are two civil lawsuits suing Mason right now. The church says that they have not yet heard from Mason about ending his contract here. Live outside of the daycare, I'm Kylie Thomas, News Channel 9.
Kylie, thank you. We looked into other violations listed by Tennessee's Department of Human Services. In the summer of 2017, the center was cited for not making sure all the kids were off the bus after trips. Candy Castle had since fixed those